Please note that English is not my first language, so there may be some mispronunciation. I appreciate your patience and understanding. Keep in mind, these are purely my opinions. You are welcome to engage, challenge my thoughts, and share your perspective in the comment section below. Healthy debates are always welcome. With that said, let's jump right in and uncover what we have got. In the vast realm of gacha gaming, Wuthering Waves aka wuwa has emerged as a standout title, celebrated by many of us. This is one of the finest gacha game of all time. I am talking about 3D, you folks. It's truly a diamond among a mix of other gems and coals. Today we will dive into an exciting exploration of its future potential and discuss how this brilliant diamond could even shine brighter. In simple terms, we will unpack some of the game's current shortcomings. Let's start with the story aspects. Fortunately, or perhaps unfortunately for this review, there seems to be no such shortcomings when it comes to the storytelling. Personally, I couldn't find any faults. From version 1.x to 2.2, the narrative has consistently been compelling. Even during filler content like Zhang Liao's story quest in version 1.4, to me it's well executed. That said, if I had to point out one issue, it would be the length of the story content. It feels a bit too short for my taste. And as for the characters' interaction, particularly with Yang, let's just say her voice delivery doesn't quite hit the mark. She lacks the emotional depth needed to make conversation feels truly engaging. Some dialogues just doesn't resonate well, and there's an area that could also improve, cause it's been 1 year since this game launched. Moving on to the echo system, I have a couple of concerns, not about the echo themselves but rather about their implementation in the game. For instance, if I need to dispose of an echo, I currently have to navigate to my backpack, which feels unnecessarily inconvenient. To streamline this process, I would suggest to add a dispose button directly within the upgrade section of the Echo's interface. This small change could significantly improve the overall experience by making the system more intuitive and efficient. Speaking from my personal experience, farming for echoes can be a roller coaster of frustration. For the past 3 months, I have been grinding non-stop for a crit damage echo of the Moonlit Cloud set, yet I haven't managed to get a single echo with crit rate or crit damage. Imagine 90 days of battling the big fatty turtle and the heron, day in and day out, and all I get are healing bonuses or HP percentages, etc. as the main stat on my echoes. It's unbearably bad. And this isn't the first time it's happening either. About 5 months ago, I was farming the 3-cost Havoc set. After countless runs, I still couldn't get an echo with double attack or a Havoc damage bonus. It's really bad, I know the whole thing is to just log in the game and grind something, do something in the game. I know that. It would be a lot better if we have a selector or maybe a guarantee in havoc damage bonus or double attack or something. Another issue I have experienced happens when entering the endgame mode. There are times when I forgot to adjust my echo setup and it ends up being a frustrating cycle. I had to exit the endgame and navigate to my echo selection to set my echoes and then return to the endgame section. For instance, in TOA, while playing as Verena, I entered the arena only to realize my echoes weren't optimized, It was such a hustle. It would be a game changer if Kuro could introduce an echo selection feature directly within menus like TOA or Whimpering Waste character selection. Having the ability to set up or adjust echoes before diving into endgame content would save time and make the experience even more seamless. About the 4-star weapons, to be honest, while a few of them, by which I mean maybe 2 or 3 are decent, the majority are shit. They sucks ass. It feels like most 4-star weapons don't bring enough to the table to make them a viable option, which is pretty disappointing. What would really improve the experience is the addition of some well-designed 4-star weapons with straightforward attribute damage bonuses. Even if they offer slightly reduced damage and shorter buffs compared to their 5-star counterparts, at least they would provide players with solid and dependable choices. It's high time we got some standout 4-star options or weapons to bridge the gap and make the lineup more balanced. I know, they gave us a free 5-star weapon, but to be honest, it's only good for Aero Rover. Shifting our focus to 4-star characters, here where things could really improve. It's high time Kuro Games started releasing more 4-star characters, and by that I mean good ones. Even if they designed as sub DPS units like Mortefi or Sanhua, it's absolutely fine as long as they add depth and value to the rosters. Now let's talk about the power creep. Bro, just move on. It doesn't exist in Wuthering Waves in wuwa. So yup, you heard it right. It doesn't exist in wuwa. Let's shift our focus to the music and sound effects, which play a vital role in creating an immersion gaming experience. Overall, the background music or BGM and sound effects are well crafted, and a few pieces are generally remarkable, capturing the mood and enhancing the gameplay beautifully. But that said, not all tracks leave a lasting expression. Some of the music feels somewhat forgettable, lacking the distinctiveness needed to stand out. While I'm not a musician myself, I'd say there's room for improvement in terms of crafting consistently memorable tracks and stick with the player long after they have logged out. It's not like you have to deliver every single time a banger, you know what I mean. Lastly, let's address the network issues, which can be a major frustration. In my experience, I have been facing persistent hyping in Wuthering Waves. Despite having a decent overall network speed, somewhere around 150 Mbps, my ping in the game remains stubbornly high, mostly in the yellow zone, and sometimes it even spikes to red. It's hard to say if this issue is unique to me or something others are experiencing it too. Either way, it's clear that Kuro Games needs to look into optimizing server performances or fixing potential issues on their end to ensure smoother gameplay for everyone. With that said, we have come to the end of this discussion. Remember, these are all my personal observations and opinions. Feel free to share your thoughts or experience in the comment section below. Let's keep the conversation going. And always remember, love is not enough. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, give it a like, and share with your Wuthering Waves friends.